discuss about points. And if you want to get any point, let's say point P, you define it by S1 and Y1. S1 stands for the S coordinate and the Y coordinate. For example, so that you have a point A, and you ask that A is 2, 5. What does it mean? It means that when you locate this point A now, you will come to your graph. This is Y axis. This is S axis. Assume that here is 0, here is 1, here is 2, here is 3. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What it means that when S is 2, here now, you trace it. And the Y is 5, you trace it. Where they will meet, we give you the position of A. So this is how to locate a point. Now let us now see shortest distance between any 2 points. So when you have shortest distance between any 2 points, assume that you are given 2 points. Let's say point A, and this A we have its coordinate as S1, Y1. Then point B also has its coordinate as S2, Y2. What do you do now? If you want to get the shortest distance between these 2 points, what do? You draw a straight line that will connect A and B. Then you construct another line that is parallel to Y axis. This is our axis. This is our S axis. You construct another line that is parallel to your S axis. They will meet here. Let's call it C. You notice that when S and Y axis meet, they must meet at 90 degrees. So if you look at this now, it is right angle triangle. So we now use Pythagoras theorem that says that in a right angle triangle, that hypotenuse square will be equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. So hypotenuse is this side that is facing 90 degrees, and that is what we are looking for, that shortest distance between A and B. So we now see that this AB square, which is my hypotenuse, will now be equal to this one. So we can say it will be equal to AC square plus line BC square. So AB square will give you, what is AC? AC is now when you are moving along S axis. So if you want to get AC, it is the value of S here minus the value of S here. So we are going to say S2 minus S1 all square plus BC now is what? The along Y axis now is going to be the value of Y here minus the value of Y here. So it's going to give you Y2 minus Y1 all square. Then for you to get your AB, you can now square both, take the square root of both sides. See, taking the square root of both sides. So if you take the square root of this, it will give you AB. We now give you square root of S2 minus S1 square plus Y2 minus Y1 square. So this is now the formula that will give you the shortest distance between any 2 points. Example. If you are asked to find the distance between points A, which is 2 minus 3, and point B, which is 5 and let's say 3, what will be your answer? So all you have to do, you write solution. So all you have to do is just you memorize this. So what is your S1? What is it? So you go to the first point. Your S1 will be the first value there, which is 2. Then your Y1 will be the second value. Your S2 will be the first value in the second point, which is 5. Your Y2 will now be 3. So the next thing now, you write the formula and substitute. Just say using AB will be equal to square root of what? Y2 minus Y1 square plus S2 minus S1 square. So that will give you what? And after that line AB will now be square root of, what is our Y2? Our Y2 is 3. You substitute. So you have 3 minus our Y1 is minus 3. So you now say minus 3 all square plus, what is our S2? Our S2 is 5. Then minus our S1, which is 2 square. So you can say that AB will be square root of 3. This minus will change this minus to plus. So it will be 3 plus 3 square plus 2 minus 5 minus 2 is what? 3. So you have 3 square. So you have that AB will be square root of 3 plus 3 is what? 6. So it will give you 6 square plus 3 square. So AB will now be 6 square is what? 6 times 6, which is 36. 3 square is what? 3 times 3, which is what? 9. So you now have 36 plus 9 will be 45. It will be 45. So you now press this with the calculator. AB is square root of 45 units. If you have a calculator, you can press this. Anything it gives you, you write it and write unit. So any unit they will give you, write it. So this is how to get shorter distance between any 2 points. Unit of midpoint of a line segment. Midpoint means center. So as means that you have your y-axis, you have your s-axis. Then let's say we have this line. And for you to have a line, it means there is 2 points, because line joins 2 points. So this point A, you have S1 and Y1 as its coordinate and ordinate. So you have point B, S2, Y2. So you want to get the coordinates of a point that will divide this into 2 equal parts. That's what I mean by midpoint. So let's say let that point be C. And because we don't know it, we call it SY. Whatever you're looking in mathematics, you call it S or Y. So what do you do now? You construct a line that is parallel to your y-axis. You also construct a line that is parallel to your s-axis. They will meet here at 90 degrees. Then from this midpoint now, construct another line that is parallel to your s-axis. From this one, construct another line that is parallel to your y-axis. So let's call it, here is A, B, let's say C, let's call here D, E, F. Now, what will you say? So we are now going to say from midpoint theory. So if here is midpoint, what does it mean? It simply means that this line AE will be equal to line ED from midpoint theory. And what is our AE? Our AE now, if you are moving from it, it's going to be the value of S here minus the value of S here. And the value of S here is our S minus the value of S here is what? S1. Will be equal to ED is going to be the value of S here, which is S2, minus the value of S here, which is ordinary S. So you collect line terms. So you say collecting line terms. So those ones, S will come one side, then S1 and S2 will go the other side. So you say collecting line terms. So this S will cross this equality sign. When it comes in, it becomes plus. So it's going to give you S plus S. Then this minus S1 will come over to this side. It becomes S1 plus S2. So S plus S is what? 2S. We give you S1 plus S2. So if you divide both sides by 2, you have that S will be S1 plus S2 all over 2. So this is the coordinate of the midpoint. That is the S coordinate of the midpoint. So we are also going to say from midpoint theory again, we will now move along y-axis. We can conclude that EF, line BF, will be equal to line DF. This line here will be equal to, if here is the midpoint. So it means that for you to get this side, you're moving along y-axis. You see the value of y here, which is y2, minus the value of y here, which is just y, will be equal to the value of y here, which is y, minus the value of y here, which is y1. So you say collecting line terms again. So those ones that have y will go over to one side. Those ones without y will, maybe those ones that have y1 and y2. So this one will come over to this side. You have y1 plus y2. Then this minus y will come over to this side. It will give you y. So we now say that y1 plus y2 will be equal to what? Y plus y will give you 2y. So you can still say that 2y is equal to y1 plus y2. So you divide both sides by 2. You will now have that y will be y1 plus y2 all over 2. y1 plus y2 all over 2. So this is the y coordinate. Let us now start to apply it. Example. If you are asked to find the midpoint between points A, 3 minus 5, and point B, 2, 7. Let us see how to get it. So all you need to do is to memorize the formula. The first point will give us S1. Our S1 will be 3. Then our Y1 from the first point will be minus 5. So you write minus 5. Our S2 from second point will be 2. Our y2 from second point will be 7. So you now write the formula. The formula says that S will be what? S1 plus S2 all over 2, which is, what is your S1? 3. What is your S2? 2 all over 2, which is 5 over 2, giving you 2.5. For y, you say y1 plus y2 all over 2. What is your y1? Minus 5. y2? 7 all over 2. Minus 5 plus 7 will give you what? 2. Minus plus you subtract the sign of the bigger number. 7 is bigger than 5. So it's going to give you 2 over 2, which is 1. Therefore, the coordinate of the midpoint between A and B is what? Is equal to is, what is your S? 2.5, you put comma, You now write 1, and that becomes the answer. Okay, so coordinates of points that divide a line into a given ratio. We have seen the one that divided into 2 equal parts, that is midpoint. So assuming that you are given a line and there is a point that divide that line, but now not into 2 equal parts, into a given ratio, let's say mn. So they will give you the 2 ratio. So the first number will be m, the second one will be n. Then that point that divides this line can be externally, external means outside, p, or it can be internally, q. So if you want to now get the external divisor, meaning the point that divides this line externally, all you have to do for you to get the x coordinates, remember the 2 ratio they will give you. The first one is m, the second one is n. But the formula will now be, you pick the second one first. You see n, I'm talking about external. External is positive. So you now say ns1 plus ms2 all over m plus n. N and m means that ratio. The first one is m, the second one is n. Then even if you like, n can stay on. Plus is, anyone can come in plus. So if it is for the y coordinate, this is the formula. But if this is external divisor, the same thing. The only difference now, you change this plus to minus. You change this plus to minus. So let's use this question to illustrate it. So the question now says, the points P and Q divide the line joining A and B. So they have given you that A. So you write solution. You come to your A, you have your S1. S1 is 6. Y1 is 1 from the first point. So you go to the second point, you get your S2, which is 2. You get your Y2, which is 5. Then your ratio. In ratio m first, m is the first number, which is 3. Then n is the second number, which is 2. So if you want to get your external, say internally and externally, so if you want to get your internal division, so like in this case now, P stands for our internal. So you say internal divisor. According to this now, internal is P. So you write P. So if you want to get the S coordinate for internal, you go to the formula of internal, which is plus. So you're going to say N S1 plus M S2 all over N plus M, which is going to give you substitute. What is your N? 2. What is your S1? 6. Plus, what is your M? 3. What is your S2? 2. All over N is what? 2. M is what? 3. So you're going to have 2 times 3. 2 times 6, 12. 3 times 2, 6. 2 plus 3 is what? 5. 12 plus 6 is what? 18. So you're going to give you 18 over 5. So if you have your calculator, you can press it and the answer will come out. You have 3.6. Then you will now get your y-ordinate, which is now ny1 plus my2 all over n plus n. So what is your n? N is 2. What is your y1? Y1 is 1. Plus m is what? 3. Y2 is what? What is our y2? 5. So all over n, which is 2, plus m, which is 3. So 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 5 is 15. all over 5. 15 plus 2 is what? 17. 17 divided by 5. If you have your calculator, 5, it will give you 3.4 with your calculator. The internal division. So for you to get your external division, external division, like in this case our external is Q now, so Q, so external is minus, so you're going to have ns1 minus ns2, then n minus n, which will give you, what is our n? Our n is 2, s1 is 6, then minus, what is our m? 3. What is our s2? 2. All over n, which is 2, minus 3. So it's going to give us 2 times 6, 12. 3 times 2, 6. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So 12 minus 6 is 6 over minus 1, which is minus 6. So for the y ordinate, you have n y1 minus my2 all over n minus this, which will give you n, and our n is what? 2 into y1 is what? 1. Then minus m is what? 3. y2 is what? 5 all over n. What is our n? 2. m is what? 3. So it's going to give you 2 times 1 is 2, 3 times 5 is 15 all over minus 1. 2 minus 15 is minus 13. Minus 13 over minus 1, which is 13. So therefore, because it says these 2 points, P and Q, divide the line, joining this and this, internally and externally in this ratio, find the coordinates of P. So you now say therefore, the coordinates of P is now, you write the value of S, which is 3.6, and this one is 3.4, and the coordinates of P and Q, that of Q is now minus 6 and 13, and that becomes the answer. Thank you very much. God bless you.